$130 pen. A coworker of mine, our COO, and I all love a good pen. One day, our COO came over to us because he got a new pen and wanted to show us. It was a fine pen, but nothing to write home about. So that's exactly what we told him. He got all kinds of upsetty spaghetti because we weren't over the moon about his pen and proceeded to tell us it was $130. In front of him, I looked at my coworker and said, he can afford a $130 pen. I can't afford dinner tonight, rolling on the floor laughing, cold sweat, smile loudly, crying. Edit. Spelling. Nothing to write home about. Got an American Psycho vibe from this. $130. Do they even pen? Best pen I ever bought was about $18. Zebra F701. Solid stainless. My current one is just turning 5 and no one gets to use it. Not the COO, CEO, or anyone else because they've all tried to abscond with it. Puffco Plus is only $89. Just saying. Our CEO showed up to the first meetup for all of his underpaid Denver employees in his new $358,000 McLaren 765 LT. I paid $3,000 for my car. Paid for a pen? Literally all the pens I have hotel names on them. This is the time you whip out your Pilot Precise V5 RT that you stole from the office supply and go, it writes almost as good as mine. Then you walk away and not look at the explosion. $130 is a waste of money for a stinking pen. I hope the chode is happy with it. And I thought spending $10 on mine was kinda bougie. And right around the corner his superior is laughing about him boasting about a $130 pen while wearing $500 socks. Me pulls out my Pilot Vanishing Point fountain pen. Nice pen, potato chip. I'm gonna borrow upsetty spaghetti. My son has a few Mont Blancs. One that costs $1,800. His first one was $500 and saved up for months when in high school for it. It's an odd hobby, but I guess there could be worse things he could with his money. That's not even what anyone into nice pens would consider expensive. Shit. My beat-up AF Fisher pen was like $40 and I am willing to bet the build quality is just as good, if not better than some dude's $130 hunk of junk. This isn't meant to be political. Your idiot CEO is a great example of the absolute morons that think Trump is what rich people are like. Muppets collecting gaudy garbage, pretending to have money to throw around. $130 is not particularly expensive for a nice pen if you are into them and have the disposable income for that hobby. Don't get me wrong, I also could not afford that. But I have worked in the fine stationery industry and $130 is like the Volvo price range of pens. If you want a Bentley level pen, expect to pay $10,000 plus. But yeah, it was pretty déclassé for him to say how much it was to his employees, whom he surely knows don't make enough to spend $130 on one. He needs to join a pen club so he can schmooze with all the other pen bros. Wow, I wish I could understand the value in a $130 pen, when a 99C1 does the same thing. I guess that's why you are the boss. Leaves room. I moved to a new city and took a low-paying job for a real misogynistic ancient a-hole attorney. He once asked me to stop my actual work to investigate the 3 hotels he was considering in Paris for his upcoming trip. Each one cost more per night than I made in a month. Completely tone deaf. GIF. Vibes. When I was in high school back in the 90s, I had to plead with my parents to get me a $50 mechanical pencil. I was taking mechanical drawing classes and it was awesome. Until someone convinced me to let them try it out. He rushed out of class at the bell and then had the nerve to tell me he lost it when I saw him in class the next day. That was my first and only expensive pen or pencil. I wouldn't even consider the expense as an adult. This pen story reminds me of that saying, a white person with a pen is more dangerous than a black person with a gun.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Aircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.